What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our SAO Rising Steel video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Imaginarium system, which has actually been out for quite a bit now, but I wanted to wait till they gave us our dupes. So essentially, if you weren't aware, they pretty much made it so where any character you've pulled a dupe for in the past since you made your account, so anytime you pulled a character after already pulling it the initial time, you will get one Imaginarium to put in a slot. So I was waiting until they would add this all to our inventory, which they did. I already accepted it because I tried making a video before this, but it didn't work out. So I can't show you all the Imaginarium I ended up with, but I ended up with quite a bit. I got like 4 for Sortiliana. I got 2 for the original Kirito, which I'll show you right here in just a second. So like right here, if we go over to the Imaginarium tab, which is this one over here, you can see that I have 4 Imaginarium equipped to Sortiliana, which is actually pretty nice because she is a unit I use pretty frequently. So just overall for her Imaginarium, and all the characters Imaginarium actually do the exact same thing, where they are good against a specific element. So for example, for the first thing, it's start a battle with 2.5% incarnate when there is a fire elemental enemy. So I assume if you have all 4 Imaginariums filled up in these slots, you will start with 10%. And so if you're running I don't know if it stacks, there's no real way to know until I actually jump into a mission. But what I'm assuming and maybe we can test it here, we'll see how many water characters we can throw together and see, because the Fire Book event is currently up right now for another 30 minutes. So we should be able to hop in and try it out real quick. But, so I would assume that when you're fighting fire elemental enemies, that means it would be 10% per character if they have all 4 Imaginariums in here. There are also some free Imaginariums that you can get from events, like the current Boss Rush event gives some of these. There's ones for strength, for magic, and for speed. So you can go ahead and get those from the event shop there. You need about 10,000, I think, roughly, event currency in order to get all of them. I think it's a little more than 10,000. But for those who were able to summon in I feel like these are probably the best things to kind of put here, unless you really need, like, speed, for something in particular. But, so it would be, I would assume 10% for the incarnate. So you start with a 10% incarnate gauge. Increases the maximum incarnate to 102.5%. I wonder if that stacks as well. So will that go to 110% maximum, possibly? And then it raises attack by 6% for 2 turns at the start of battle. So does that mean it goes up by 24% since there's 4 of them? And does it go up for 8 turns? That's all stuff that, we're just going to have to test out and kind of try and figure out. So overall, that's pretty much the simple part of the Imaginarium. You pull dupes to get the character-specific Imaginarium, and then you can buy free-to-play Imaginarium to put on your character. So, like, for Kirito, for example, I've only pulled 2 dupes of him ever, so I have 2 of his own Imaginarium equipped, and then I also have an attack and a speed one. But let's filter for water real quick. I know I've pulled some dupes for Yu-Gi-Oh!, so let's see. What am I going to do with the extra one? I don't even know if you can sell them or you can level them up or what, but I guess for now we're just holding on to it. Alright, so we'll put 4 on Yu-Gi-Oh! Right there, so that's cool there. I have not pulled any dupes of either of these characters, so, at least I don't think I pulled it. Yeah, no. So what I think I'm going to do here is let's hop into I want to make oh, this team will be perfect. We'll use this one because it has Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sortiliana on it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hop over to this fire stage right here. We're going to click here. Now, it doesn't say the incarnate right here, but when we start the mission, it should say 20% since we have all those equipped to Sortiliana and Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm very curious to see how this kind of goes. Well, I didn't even think to set up my support system with this as well. I wonder how that'll work. Do we start with... We're starting with 50%. Okay, so it seems like but it says against a specific type of enemy. Oh, there's water in here too. Wow, that's actually really busted. So setting up your Imaginarium can make or break kind of like your whole situation for an event, you know, we did, or at least for your first incarnate anyway. But wow, that's really, really cool. So we started with like so I guess it's not type, why does it say, well no, because we are fighting against water and fire. So anyone else on this team who kind of has theirs equipped. Oh yeah, I forgot that turn card. I'm like, what is she doing? But yeah, I think that's pretty much the overall ins and outs of the new Imaginarium system. It's pretty much just, you know, you equip all the Imaginarium you can possibly get. Who on this team has theirs equipped, though? Because how would that get me to 50%? Because that should only be 10% per character. Pouty has boosted rates. Who on this team has theirs equipped? Let's look real quick. So they're the only two on here. How did they get up to 50%? Unless it multiplies, so what, 2.5 times 2.5? Times it, so... Interesting. So I guess if you had a full team of Imaginarium boosted characters, would you just be at 100%? I'm actually curious now. Let's see... Well, no, because it was only the water units then that kind of gave the boost there, so... That's very interesting to me. I do have to say. I find that very, very interesting. So what then? What is it? What is it? Earth? That's, I might be dumb here. I sometimes forget the rotations of the typings. I usually just look at the screen when I'm going in to, kind of choose things. So, where's no, not light, earth. So for example, well, you're not going to have any. It would really have to be the characters that actually have the Imaginarium equipped. I don't think there's anyone light or earth that I'd be able to kind of give it to right now, but that's very interesting. So what about the free? So does that mean getting these the free-to-play dupes now is actually useful? Like, how's it gonna work for, or can they just not get character-specific ones? Like, for example, we can actually test this right now. I think I actually have enough. So if I buy, I don't need to buy anything else from this. If I buy this Alice, is it gonna give me an Imaginarium for her? They've been converted into evolution crystals. So I guess not. I guess it doesn't. So I guess the free-to-play units will not get their own exclusive Imaginarium. And what kind of evolution crystals did that even turn into? I'm curious about that as well. Anyways, I'm just kind of going around in circles here. I don't think there's really too much else to kind of talk about with this. So what? It just gives me... It said it was converted into evolution crystals. It wasn't light, because I still only have 19. Alice. There's no child Alice stuff here, so I guess it just doesn't give you anything. Interesting. But yeah, I'm pretty much just going around in circles here, so... Overall, just to kind of summarize, the Imaginarium system is pretty cool. It is unfortunate that I feel like people who have dupes are going to thrive much more from this system than people without. Because obviously getting that attack boost and that incarnate boost every mission, especially on top of the other stuff that you can already get it for. But for players who have been playing for a while and have gotten dupes for their old characters, this is definitely... So, like, the next time we get a fire event and we have to use a water team, like for a ranking event or something, my Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sortiliana are going to be amazing because they have full of those. So you already will get, you know, your 15% for just having full dupes, but then you'll also get like the 25% on top of that. So you're getting like 40% for just 2 characters. So just between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sword to Liena, I'm going to start with 80% Incarnate for those kinds of stages. Plus, getting to be over 100%, probably getting up to like 120% for your Incarnate damage is going to be very, very nice. But that's pretty much going to be it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know who you guys have the most dupes for and the most Imaginarium for. I'll probably spend some time, you know, setting up these Imaginariums. I've been working on the War of Underworld event, but I hadn't really messed with the Imaginariums beforehand, which I probably should have done. Getting that card in the beginning of each round could actually make a huge deal, so should definitely have done that. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.